Welcome to the English Podcast, where we help you learn English like a billionaire. I'm your host, and joining me today is our special guest, billionaire entrepreneur, John Smith. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
John, you are one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, and you've built a business empire worth billions of dollars. How did you get started?
Well, it wasn't easy, but I always had a passion for business. When I was in college, I started a small company that sold t-shirts, and it took off from there. I learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way, and I never gave up, even when things got tough.
That's great to hear. What do you think are some of the key qualities that successful entrepreneurs need to have?
Well, I think you need to be persistent, creative, and always willing to learn. You also need to be able to take risks, but be smart about it. And of course, you need to have a great team behind you.
Speaking of teams, how do you go about building a successful team?
It's all about finding the right people. You need to hire people who are passionate, driven, and who share your vision. You also need to create a culture that fosters innovation, creativity, and collaboration. And most importantly, you need to empower your team and trust them to do their jobs.
That's great advice. So, what's next for you, John? What projects are you working on right now?
Well, I'm always looking for new opportunities and new ways to innovate. Right now, I'm focused on developing a new technology that will revolutionize the way we do business. It's a big challenge, but I'm excited about the potential impact it could have.
Sounds fascinating. Finally, do you have any advice for our listeners who are trying to learn English?
Absolutely. Learning English is crucial if you want to succeed in today's global economy. My advice would be to practice every day, immerse yourself in the language as much as possible, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learning a new language takes time and effort, but it's definitely worth it.
Thank you so much, John, for joining us today and sharing your insights with our listeners.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.